I mix music for other artists as well. Your artists like Bizawetu. Bizawetu released an album. I'm on track number 1 there.
Yeah.
But he released the album he released, he was doing it with Ucheche. So in that album, every vocal, yes, that guy.
Yeah.
So every vocal you hear there was touched by IDK.
Sanbonani Tumelang Afsheni, hello. Sending you Siabulela Wagaleng is bringing you underdogs glorified. Nyaya's show. What we do is we go around the streets and then we search for those underdogs that are not known, you understand, and then we bring them here to give them glory. As you can see next to me, there is a guy. You're asking yourself, and then you know, on this show, I don't always introduce people. I give them a chance to tell us who they are, what they do, so that you can stay on that seat of yours and be like, I want to be like that person when I grow up. So we welcome you on our show. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Anyway, how are you feeling, Namsanj?
I'm doing great, man. It's good to be here. I think we're gonna have a good conversation. I don't wanna lie. I can't wait for people to get to know this guy.
Yeah.
People, it's their chance to get to know me.
I'm so excited to have an underdog on the show once again. So as then you are there, ne? You are looking at us. You comparing who's beautiful, who's handsome. As you can see, is always handsome on this side. We hope you are also handsome on that side. But then, Putwam, just say again, man, we're grateful that you picked today to come on our show. We understand that you have a busy schedule. So from our side, we know you as your nickname or as your stage name. But some people know you from high school, primary school. So can you tell those who don't know you who you are, what is it that you do, maybe why you are so famous?
I'm not famous.
Okay, let's say not yet, but you're giving him glory, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, this is IDK, IDK Lukhanyo. That's who I'm known as. But the real name is Lukhanyo. So the name is Lukhanyo.
Yeah.
I grew up in Samora. I got to Cape Town 2009, 5th December, around 7 in the morning. So yeah, man, I started doing music around 2013. I think it was around September. So I started writing music in class. Instead of studying, I was writing songs. So I was like, okay, instead of just writing these songs, let me try to sing them. And then I started singing these lyrics. And the following year, same time when the year started, I met these guys. So they were like, okay, look, we heard you could sing. Wara. So come to the studio. So I recorded my first song. I still have it in my PC, my first song.
Yes, And I see that you're good with dates. Like you can still remember the day you arrived in Cape Town 2005. December 5th, it was in the morning, so yeah, you have a sharp mind, I love that.
That one is not hard to forget because when I got here in Cape Town, it was on a Sunday. The day I landed, I went to church. My parents were like, let's go to church. First day, bruh. I was like, these people. I'm supposed to sleep most.
After a long trip.
Church. So I can never forget that day. When I landed in Cape Town, I went straight to church.
So how is life in Samora, especially as an artist? Like, do you get love from your neighborhood? Because of some people can be like, in this case we specialize maybe in creating something else that's not music related. So do you receive love?
Yeah, look, okay. Growing up in any case is very tough, ne?
Yeah.
That's a fact. Growing up in Samora is tough as well. Nothing changes. As an artist, it's way tougher. But we make means, man. We make ways. We hustle our way through. There's no excuse, man. Because even if you say someone they have it better than you, they still push. So the only way we can get through everything is try to push. So that's what we do as Samora. We push every product that comes out of Samora. We push by Samora. I could say we're doing okay now, because as a Samora we're coming together, which I'm actually proud of that, because when I got into this thing, we were like separated. So now I'm like, Samora is like this now. So as we are like this now, it's easy to say Samora has got our backs as artists, as a Samora. I understand, because I don't want to speak for myself alone. I understand that there's a lot of product in Swembe Samora. So yeah. This moment, Samora has our back. I think that's how I see it. By the way, I don't know for other people, but from my perspective, I've seen them there. They got our backs, man.
Yeah. So I understand that you are showing love about your neighborhood, and you are really specific that to you they are being kind and good.
Yeah.
So do you think that is because of your talent and your skills when it comes to making them dance, or maybe healing them, because of you are a healer in a way? You bring us songs that can like last forever in our hearts, and then we sing lullabies sometimes based on what you do. So that's some type of skill that you have. So do you think they recognize your work enough to say, ish, we need to be good to Mjita, man? Akufunekanga sibhatyaze because of we might lose a diamond. Do you think they have like a special treatment for when based on your talents, or what?
Yo, hey. But so here's what I think. I think when you know how to be with people, or when you know how to treat people, they will treat you that way back. I think me and Samora have managed to treat each other in a good way, that they have my back, I have theirs. So whenever I'm trying to do something, I see them supporting me. I don't see them they support what I do, but they support me as well, because it's another thing to support a person's work and supporting the person themselves. You understand? So I think they supporting what we do and us. Do you get what I'm saying? Every movement we're trying to push, they with us. They with me specifically. Let me talk for myself for a moment. So they with me. So they've been pushing and pushing and pushing us. They've been with us. Even my team, we have faith. Whenever we try to do something, we know Samara has got our backs. Whether it's work, whether it's us as individuals, we know that we have their support.
Nice. I'm so glad to hear one that you recognize your skill, and then you sometimes take yourself out of that equation and be like, okay, they recognize the work and then they recognize me. So living in Samora, I understand that some people call it as yo kuraf payana, ne? And then sometimes there's dirty streets, there's robberies happening payana. So who shielded you from that? Because of now, I think wawuke watrain, or maybe the environment yake yakuzama na ukufaka kwezazinto, but you were never part of them. So wenze njani wena ukuze uzikeep busy from joining ezi zinto ezinegative? Because ngoku, as I've said, that you are a star and then you are receiving a good treatment from the same people who are doing wrong in the neighborhood. So how did you make sure that you are not part of those things, but you really live your art?
Yo, okay. So what I would say is sometimes, the people that surround us, they're very important. Ne? They're very important. So the people you surround yourself with, very important. I think I've chosen the people that I'm with now. They've been chosen to create this person. Yeah, understand. And the other thing, I as IDK Lukhanyo, I'm not scared to lose a friend, because people come and go. It's part of life. So that's how I managed to survive the place I am in. If you see anything is not for you, then don't be afraid to pull back. Do you understand? Because you can't drown yourself. If you see you are drowning, you need to get out of that ocean. Do you understand? So that's how I've been surviving, man. And also music and parents, they played a major role as well. See, now if I didn't have these places to go and try to perform in, because I used to be a rapper, so if I didn't go to these cypher sessions, I would have been doing something else. If I didn't have parents who took me to church on my first day in Cape Town, I probably would have been. Do you understand? So I think it's the environment I was in that shielded me. So yeah. Otherwise, yeah.
So tell me about your parents. Are they still both alive? And how was being taken care of by those amazing people?
Okay, look, are they still alive? Parents are
Ah,
still alive.
nice, man.
And I'm privileged that they are still alive, because
Yeah.
I hear a lot of people, they're like, yo, I wish my mom
Yeah.
was here, I wish my father was here.
Yeah.
So yeah. I don't take those moments for granted. I think, man, for them to take me to church, and also to grow me up the way they did, to grow me and all that stuff, I think it was very important for my life, because there's a lot of things, because when I got to Cape Town, there was gangster that time. There was gangster. So imagine now, I'm just landing in Cape Town, only to find out there's people who have pangas every day. So they had to like keep me indoors, get me to school, come back, give me chores. Not chores to enclose me, but chores just to keep me busy. Do you understand? If I need to go outside, I go outside. I come back at a certain time. That is very important.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's the major issue. But yeah, them being what they did was very important, because a product, and I believe I believe they did a good job.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, they did a good job. They did a good job.
Nice. So, what's that one thing you love about your mother, or something that you are grateful for? Because you just mentioned they taught you to be on time when it comes to getting home. You understand? Maybe making chores as long as, but what's that one thing you feel like, yo, if Ole didn't teach me this, I would have been a different person in life.
I think they taught me how to love myself, because I couldn't do it stand. So they taught me how to love myself, and I do. And the other thing is, they taught me how to be with other people. Some people cannot be with other people. It's very difficult for them. You understand? People don't know how to be around spaces. So I think they taught me how to talk, how to behave, how to be around other people. My manager sometimes says I'm a very awkward person.
I don't
But
see that at all.
So I think them growing me the way they did was beautiful, man, because I'm this person. I have no violence in me. I'm a very nice person. I believe I'm a very nice person. I don't care who says what. I'm a nice person. But so yeah.
So what about your dad?
My father, ne?
Yeah.
What can I say?
One thing.
Okay. See, when it comes to my father, there's a lot, man. See, I'm a handy person. I know how to tell things with my hands. And that is very important. Now, there's certain things I cannot hire people for. So my father, when it comes to when it comes to know how to do things for myself, he has taught me. And one of the things I got from my father is the music thing, man. The music thing. So the music thing comes from him. He sings better than me. You know, when he sings, now I'm like, hey, this guy,
But at least took Nikki the joke, kind of unfair. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, so being handy and also this music thing, comes from him.
Yeah.
Comes from his bloodline. So yeah, I'm also grateful for that, because if you couldn't sing, bengizocula ntoni? You get me? So yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, and you once said that you started your music journey singing hip hop or being
Yeah.
on the hip hop scene. So when was that, and then how did you start that journey? Because it sounds like majority of stars today, they always had that hint
Yeah,
of
hip-hop.
hip hop. Yeah.
hip-hop.
So you arrived in 2009. When did you do hip hop, and then how did you get started? Who influenced you to be on that space?
So when I grew up, I used to listen to your Lil Wayne,
Yeah.
your Chris Brown,
Yeah.
so your
No,
Busta Rhymes.
Yeah.
I was that guy. You get me?
Yeah.
So when I grew up, I used to listen to those guys. But at home, when I was at home,
Yeah.
I was listening to gospel music full time when I'm at home. Or your what's this music? Country music. So when I was at home, but when I went outside, it was hip hop the whole time. So when I got in, there's a guy ekuthiwa Anele. So this guy was singing gospel. He would sing like Rebecca at that time. He's a pastor now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen posters.
No, not that one. Not that one. Not that one.
Yeah,
No,
taking credit to that mistake.
So there was not that one. So as I grew up, so that guy he would like sing. I was like, I wanna do this. Yeah, understand. I wanna do this, but I don't wanna do it like him, because he was sounding like Rebecca and Luli at the same time. So I was like, okay. So he got me to sing. The first song I sang in front of people was Jerusalem by who's this guy?
Lundi.
No, it was not Chup Chup. That one, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Ringo. It was a live performance. There was a live performance by Ringo that was big at that time. So there was a DVD. There was a song called Jerusalem.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of the song. Might not be Jerusalem, but the performance was Jerusalem. So me and Anile did that in front of our Xhosa teacher at that time.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, let me try this music thing. But remember, when I'm on the streets, I listen to what? Hip hop. So I was like, I need that Chris Brown vibes. So I started writing. So that's how I got to music. I was like, okay, I think I can do this. But what do I love singing the most? But I was like, okay, hip hop, but I need to do it the way I want to do it. So I got into hip hop straight.
Yeah. So who encouraged you at that time, like, to never stop going? Was it your parents, or it was like the fan base, like people were receiving your music and be like, yeah, we want more.
There's a late friend of mine called Art. The one person who really got me into this thing. She passed away, I think 2 years back. So that was the person who like got me into this thing. Like IDK. Even the name IDK comes from Art. So like she pushed me like, let's do this, guys, let's do this. And then here we are now. Because Art paved the way, man. And also there's a guy Twangu Lloyd. I think he also passed away like a year ago. So no, 2 years back, because I think he passed away in 2021.
Yeah.
Yes. So also he was one of the major people. Him and Ati were one of the major people. Some of the stars in Samora, they paved the way for them. So shout out to them.
Yes, it's so fun that we haven't heard about these people, but I'm so glad that you are bringing them up. Like,
I hope they're heroes, man.
Yeah,
they're heroes. Like when you say heroes, they're heroes. There's people who are still pushing and doing great because they were there. So if they were not there, I don't know, but they were there because they were there. There's people who are pushing for real.
And it sounds like Samora has like some sort of support, but it is not known by others. Like, let's say like Gabon Salapikos Road. So I wasn't aware about that. There is a support group, like in terms of the artists, they are showing love to one another, and there's people blazing the way, like who, as you were saying now about your friends. So I'm just wondering, Bon, who else are we missing out because of usuke somewhere, and then I just wonder, man, bangubani nyana simissishayo pha.
Samora is a place with stars.
Yeah.
You would find your Takatos there.
Yeah.
Annalisa N comes from there. Mr. Taylor, the biggest star we have in Cape Town right now.
Yeah.
When it comes to the drum scene,
Yeah.
Mr. Taylor comes from Samora. Samora is a small place.
That he comes from Kailicha, but because of his association with us. That's what I thought. I never asked him before.
A lot of artists are associated with that side. You'll be surprised. Some of them are in Cooks, Nyanga. Yeah, but that's where the central point of entertainment in Cape Town. We cannot argue that is Kailicha. So it's fair to assume. It's fair to assume. Do you understand? Because if I'm always gigging in Kailicha, you would think I belong in Kailicha.
Yeah.
But it's not a bad thing, man. As long as it's all to groom Cape Town, then we're good. Do you understand? Yeah. Samara is shielded, man, by small things. Like they would say there's a lot of crime. But otherwise, I don't want to lie. The talent that comes there.
The girls there.
Hey.
I had to ask guys. I know some guys, they are seeing guys on this side and then they wonder if artists they get DMs or what. But no one answered my question. Every time I asked, is your DM dry? They always say, hey, you want to put me in trouble? It's dry.
Mine is dry, man. Mine is dry. You can check, you're going to see it's very dry. You can check, it's very dry. It's a very dry DM.
The more I have a chat with this guy, the more I feel so calm to ask him more questions. But I want to know more now about your current journey, man. I understand where you come from. So now I want to know IDK, apho akhoyo wenza ntoni currently, apho ku-2023, and then what should we expect maybe apho ku-2023? Because maybe IDK udlala golf. But then Mr. IDK, just give us a brief of what is it that you specialize in as an artist, because of I read your bio and I know that there's certain services that you offer. So can you please highlight those, just that people can understand where to book you maybe for a certain service that you offer?
All right. So like I said, I started writing songs. So basically, I'm a songwriter. So I write songs. I have my own songs. I even write for some artists. Some artists I assist. I won't mention names. And then my second service that I offer is instrumental creation. That was my second thing I invested into when I started doing this music. And then the third service that I offer is also recording. So I record myself and I record some other artists. I mix music for other artists as well. Your artists like Bizawetu. Bizawetu released an album. I'm on track number 1 there. But he released the album he released, he was doing it with Ucheche. So in that album, every vocal, yes, that guy. So every vocal you hear there was touched by IDK. So if you go and listen to that album, and then you'll be like, it's shaky, just know you think my work is
the last one they
they drop it. Yes. Every vocal there touched. And then we did some work with Uleno. Udlalales as well, did the recording, set him the vocals. So those are the 3 major services I offer. And then now when it comes to being outside, I'm an artist, I'm a DJ. So I DJ. I've been getting bookings, especially last year. We
killed it.
We were even playing here. Last year around July. We were playing here.
I wasn't here last year, July.
We're playing here, man. There was an event. I hope I get the date right. It's around 9 July. Yes, yes, yes. In July we were here, and then oh, when it comes to
killed
this,
it. Ne?
we make sure.
Yeah.
How we make sure.
Ne?
We make
IDK.
sure. And then
I
what
don't
else?
care. Oh, sorry.
What else did we do? And then we did go to there's Mavala Media. They also did an event. We went to play. They did one in July, and they did another one in December 10th. So we went to, and then the other thing we did tours. My team, because I dropped an EP last year. Was my first project. I've been dropping music, but that one was the first full project. Like I never scared. I don't wanna lie. But my team pulled up for me. My team.
Yeah.
They work sham.
Big ups to the team.
Big ups, big ups. They
team.
work. They work. They machine. So last year we did tours. We did one in Pal, and then we did one in Belleville. We did those two. I hope I'm not forgetting any date important. So man, last year was all about that, man. And this year we're trying to push more. So this year we're thinking of dropping another project. We're not sure yet. You never know. You never know. You never know. So, but this year we're pushing more. Same energy. Get that full project. Uthixo uzaspamandla, and we push another project, and then we work with more artists, because the aim is to work with more artists. Do you get me? So I'm not sure if I'm missing I'm missing anything out in Zobeto management.
And I understand one about I'm chilling with a star, like a certified star, but we sebenze no church, no pizza. Now, so how is the image when you work with stars? Like, do they act like, hey, you can't say anything to us? Just give us a brief, man. Like, how does it feel? Do you also feel elevated once you are in their presence and you start doing magic? Because of you are already a star from my view, right? Because of you're saying you touched every chorus or every verse on an album that's banging, like. And we used to cover events for Shuka Tina, so that's when we met Pizza with. So no church, every time they were there, like the crowd, you always go crazy, understand? So now that the crowd always goes crazy, it's because of now you had an element which was band. So kubanjani manje usebenza nezstars, because we've been in the same rooms with stars, but hey, working with them and creating a project that's gonna last forever and ever. Because of copyrights, you are there now.
No, man, to be honest, when it comes to working with the artist, especially Ekasi Okanya Mahotman. So there's artists, there's Amahotman.
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah.
So working with Amahotman is always the best. Not saying it's not best to work with other artists, but Amahotman, because they've already worked. Understand the path we are trying to walk. Understand? So it's easy to work with them, because they always say, look, IDK, this is what happened to us when we were trying to push this way. So push this way. Understand? I don't think they give celebrity vibes. They chilled. They chilled. Like Gabantu. So they chilled. If you could chill with Upiza, you'll be shocked. You feel like, hey, this guy, I know. So the P is the guy, man. Like, he's very chilled, all the guys I chill with, they very chilled, like, but relaxed. They don't give that celebrity vibe. Understand? But so when they go to gigs, do their job, still chilled, take photos, and then they come back. You see, the person you meet on stage is the same person you meet when you're at home. Most of them. I don't know, but others we've never been in the same event. But most of them are.
I just love that, man. I've once heard a story about Ubiza. I think it was in 2016 or 2017. There was a space in Yanga East called Arounding. So Arounding. That was the space. Like, it's an outside space. My village of Faku Cage. So Ubiza was there to record. And then ngathi kwawa umbane on that space, and then he was like, "Hi, I'm going from here." Like, and then everyone was like, "Ah, Pizza is going." The place was empty after he went out. So he took the whole crowd, like literally, every like especially girls went out, and then the guys were like, "Ah, why are we here? Ah, we're following the girls," and he was like, "Ah, looking for another space." I think he went to Oshuka and Kosho, but he went out. I was like, "Who's this busy?" He said, "I wanna see this guy," because everyone was like, "Except Feto was at this event," and then this one guy called Pizza went out, and then everyone just followed him. Ebusuku around 10. I like except kwenzeka loo nto, they were like, "Yeah, Pizza." Like, okay, I'm gonna check this guy out, Pizza. And then when I met Pizza, I'm like, "Except you sure, guys, this is the guy," because of I've met him years later. I only met him last year, ever since Navangai, Gesaskart, you understand? So when I met him, we never really had a conversation because he was there to work, and then I was also there to cover the event, yabo. Paya Babenza, at that time last year, so Pakashuk. So we only like bumped into each other, but we never spoke. So I would really love to have a conversation. I hope he's just to see his humanity, man, like in a humor, like just to understand the story behind the guy. How does he stay so humble after so many achievements in life? Because of, I think maybe now in a way like that one la mindset about no, just be humble nabantu ungazijongeli phezulu. Don't ever think that you are over born just because of what's space.
I think this thing, yeah, well, it goes back to what I said. Know how to be with people. Yeah, well, know how to work with people. I think that's what he has, man. Yeah, understand. So he knows how to be with people. He knows how not to be a celebrity. Do you get me? He doesn't celebrity himself. Yeah, understand. He humanizes himself. Yeah, but so that's one of the things I respect about him. Yeah, understand. He humanizes himself and doesn't celebrate himself. Yeah, understand. But yeah. That's why he's been that way. Yeah, understand.
No.
That's why he's been that way. I just saw him few days back.
Yeah.
A few days back, we're chilling out together.
Yeah.
It's cool, man. It's cool. Yeah.
So is it true that every time DJ plays a set, there's that one girl winking at the DJ all the time? Because I think there was a picture at Rens or a video for that chick, she was like, to this guy like, hey, which one is this? This girl is crazy in love with this guy. This guy is on set. I forgot that guy's name, man, who posted this, but he's also a DJ at the Rens. I think he's Sia, but his name starts with an S.
From a DJ perspective, ne?
Yeah.
Sive, that's Sive.
Yeah.
Sive, the DJ.
Yeah.
I think that should be Sive. From a DJ perspective, ne? I haven't got this. Yeah, understand? Sabawil to trend.
Yeah.
Over a girl looking at me
Yeah.
and doing ADK. I haven't received that kind of love, man. I think it's love. I think it's love. You see, when you're good at what you do, people, they will love you, and they will love you, like show you like real love. I think it's all love, man. Nothing deep, nothing personal. It's all love. And get me, Sive is a good DJ, man.
Yeah.
Sive plays the ladies' music.
Yeah.
Get me.
Yeah, I know.
So come on.
Yeah.
I'm out here defending him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I completely understand that when this is a long chain, man, this is like a long game. So people need to be aware about the situations that you guys face in this industry. Like, sometimes when you go taking a bad, you understand? So now I wanna know, man, out of all your achievements, so far on your journey, which ones do you feel like you born as in tatters and makeup like a career? I'm like, can you just mention maybe a few? Because I know that after reading your bio, I was like surprised that hey, mini celebrity, but I wanna see him, I understand. So I feel like if you can share those, people can be inspired that even if you come from the dusty streets of a township, you can always achieve your goals if you put your mind into them.
So my biggest highlight so far is my music video that I was in. So there was a music video we shot last year around Feb,
Yeah.
and then we were on MTV.
Nice.
We were on TV,
Yeah.
and I was shocked. But it was my second time, but still I was shocked. So that one was a milestone that even if I go to these house parties, so there's places I usually chill at. So if we go there, we play the music video.
Nice.
We like play it on TV. That was a self-proud moment, and that one was not because I'm a dope artist. That didn't happen because I'm a dope artist. I think it happened because of the people I chose to work with. Yeah, understand that this all goes back to who you choose to work with at the end of the day. Yeah, understand. So that one was possible, and I was proud of myself. I was like, hey, handsome young man. I was like, hey. Do you get me? So that was, and my second highlight was the EP tour again. The tour, because I remember it was my first project. So when we did a tour, I was way scared, and we did PAL. It was not, I don't want to lie, it was not so much of a success. But when we did the next one in Belleville,
massive, yeah. Nice. At least you didn't give up from all of that, bro.
The one in Belleville.
Amazing, you're playing far, Belvin. You're connected.
You are manners.
Yeah.
I think meeting good people, people who want to see artists progress, and also who are all about the movement. Because you can love this, but if you don't have the movement, it doesn't make sense. You understand? So I've been blessed enough to meet people like this guy who's sitting over there. I don't want to mention his name. He doesn't want me to mention his name.
He will appear and say his name later.
Yeah, understand. So this guy, we met long time ago, but because we met and then we separated, then when we met again, he was a genius. Because when I met him then, he was just a nerd. And then when we got back together again, he's a genius. I promise you, he's a genius. He is a genius. But enough about that, man. So those were my biggest achievement. Is one of those achievements. Meeting him was one of the achievements.
Silent partner.
So that was, and my other one was actually working with an agency. So it's an artist management agency called IDK Media. That was one of the highlights. I was like, because they've been pushing the brand. The guy, everything behind the guy, IDK makes sure. IDK makes sure.
And you spoke about your team.
That's them.
So do you need a team? What does your team do?
Okay, so what my team does is actually brand IDK. There's things I cannot think of, so they present them, and then if we need to move, they say IDK we must move now, and we move. If there's anything, but what they do the most, they push the brand. Understand? So in my team, we have my manager, and then we have my road manager. We have what you call this thing? I just forgot this name now. The name just went pew. So when I think about it, I'll say it again. So those guys, they make sure there's everything behind the brand. If we need transportation to a certain gig, they make sure. If I need to do a mixtape, they make sure. If we must shoot something, they make sure. Do you understand? So I advise every artist to have a manager. If you don't mind being the bad guy, you can be your own manager. But if you don't want to break so many relationships, get a manager. Trust me, because you see, a manager is the guy you put. It's you, ne? A manager represents you, but it's the bad part of you. Everything you don't want to say, yes
Yeah.
to. He's there to say no.
Oh,
Do you understand?
yeah.
So he's the villain of manager. Yo, trust me. No,
Yeah.
no event organizer wants to deal with the manager. Do you understand? At the same time, that saves you from a lot of yeses that are unnecessary. Yeah, understand?
being
So having a
exploited,
manager
yeah.
is dope. Is dope. Unless you don't mind being that guy that no one likes, but everyone needs to book because it's good. Yeah, understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, understand. So yeah.
Needed pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't mind being the bad guy, be your own manager.
Yeah.
Yeah, understand? And if you think you are capable of multitasking, because it also comes with multitasking, sorry.
Yeah.
So if you don't mind, don't get a manager. But if you know you can multitask just like me, get one of those.
Nah.
You get me? Get one of him.
Yeah.
Well.
They come in handy.
Yeah. Very.
Yeah. So to aspiring young kids, or let's say 15-year-olds out there, who want to be DJs, who want to be artists, what advice can you share with them in terms of how can they make themselves great in the future? How can they appear on MTV or on Channel or things like that? So what advice can we share for people who are starting out maybe, but who want to be on this industry but have no clue, or maybe they are just giving up today because of it? They've been trying to push their EPs, albums, but then there's no crowd following all of that, so they feel like, this thing is not for me. But you are the living testimony today to be like, Exam, I've been through this road, I've been through hell and back, but I'm still here today, living to tell my story.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make this short as possible. So one thing I'm not gonna say, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm not gonna say work hard. Working hard is part of the process, né? But I'm not gonna say work hard. You'll be at this level. The first thing you must do is be consistent. Consistency. And the second thing that we did or I did was thinking, if I get this person, I'm gonna be, understand. So if I go to Philippi village, I'm gonna be chilling with certain people, so that makes me that person as well. Yeah, understand. So when you push, just work, because if there's no work, there's nothing that's gonna speak for you. Yeah, understand? Let your work speak for you, and then you just do your thing. Every day is a day to improve. And don't forget to, what you call this, take break, because people tend to go crazy because every day is a day for a new idea, but sometimes that is, don't forget to take breaks as well. What's the other advice that I can give people? Don't be scared to try new ideas. Ne? Don't be scared to try new ideas. Don't be afraid to work with other people, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. And the other thing is, people will use you, but nothing stops. The journey must continue. Yeah, understand? And choose the people to work with. Yeah, understand? If a vibe is not for you, don't be afraid to dope. I'm cool. Yeah, understand? So you don't have to be rude about it. You can just stay in your own space. Stay in your lane. You'll be okay. Yeah, understand? So yeah. Basically, push every day. Every day is a new day to push.
Yeah. People need motivation, basically, bro. Like some even feel like this gene is not theirs. So I'm so glad to hear that. Bona, you are still pushing, when you're still telling them that you need to take a break.
Yeah, chill, man. You see, I am not afraid to be like, okay, I'm not touching that FL studio this week. No matter who says what, I'm not afraid to do that, because at the end of the day, if you don't take breaks, you're gonna be stressed, man. You're gonna be stressed. Remember, as much as we are called creatives, you can't be creative every moment, every minute. You understand? And then without breaks, you will make one thing.
You will break.
You understand? You will break, and you will duplicate your work. Do you get me?
That's not
So
cool.
if they say I must make a phone like this, ne? They need phone designs. If I make this phone, and then the next day I expect to do another design that's completely different from this phone, it's gonna be very hard, man. There's high chances I'll duplicate this phone. If I have 2 cameras, I'll just add 1 more. Then I have 3. Do you get me? There's no creativity there. I just added an extra camera. So I'm not talking about iPhone, guys. I'm not talking about iPhone.
Hey, guys, I'm so happy to be laughing this hard to the conversation scenario, and happy that you are sharing your experiences and you're sharing your advice to those who are aspiring to be where you are today. So before I let you go, please give us your gig guide, or let's say where can we find you if we want to chill with you, like okay, maybe if you funa nam, or if you want to book me because the space, and then if you want my services and my company services or my manager's services, blah blah blah, things like that, you can get them here. So that sizoyazi from work, we want to do a reference, okay, MTV, this is where we go and check about things like this. So just give us a brief of those.
Like I said before, the team is ICAS Media. So when you want to book me,
so how do you spell ICAS? Is it
ICAS as in IKHASI?
Okay,
then
ICAS, okay,
media.
Yeah.
Then media.
Okay.
So there you can book IDK as a DJ, as a performer.
Yeah.
If you want features, also there you can book me there for features.
Yeah.
If you need the other services, where you can also contact them. And then on social media, basically I'm IDK Lukhanyo. All my social medias, IDK Lukhanyo. That's Lukhanyo. And then you can also book me there. And then every detail about me is there. Your bio is also there. Links to my songs. Even on YouTube, you search IDK Lukhanyo, I will appear in every work I've done. Your Zalale's work, your Pizza Way to Work, your I think Ananda as well. There's a song we did, your Jeje. So there's a lot, man. There's a lot. So my project also appears there. My mixtapes. I currently have mixtapes on Thursdays. So every Thursdays we drop a mixtape. So you can go and check it out. If you go and check it out, don't forget to subscribe. So
So we have something in common. You post on Thursdays. You also post on Thursdays.
So after they watch this, understand?
Go and reference on that mixtape.
So So that's how you get me. So the Ikasi Media, they actually push the brand, and they are artist management agency. Understand? So talent, they manage talent. Understand? It's not a record label. I've seen a lot of people. They be like, "Hey, Ganba Meta, put me in. I wanna sign a record deal." They're not a record label. They just manage talent. They manage your Mabuta Benga. I'm not sure if you're aware of him. Your MEK.
I already. I know.
Your MEK. So So good guys.
I'm looking forward to having a chat with your fellow colleagues.
My colleagues are definitely they're gonna pull through. They chilled, man.
Just so they're gonna give the same energy, man. Let's just thank your manager for making this possible. So we have the manager on the back he doesn't want to appear on
He's
camera.
a ghost, he's a
But
shadow.
yeah, I
He's
just
a
want to say
literal
thanks to
shadow.
him for making this possible, man, and trusting our brand to probably record the story of someone he works with. So we're so excited, wanted to have mini stars, and tomorrow we're gonna be the bigger stars. So what's that one feature you feel like, yes, before you die, you wish you can have this feature with this type of artist, whether it's in Rome or you wanna be in the same mix with that celebrity?
Okay, so for Cape Town, the artist I want to work with now would be every piano cat. Like
Yeah.
strictly, like straight every piano artist.
Mm.
So those are the people I want to work with, and some of them I'm already
Yeah.
in works with them.
Yeah.
And then, but the one artist that I want now for Cape Town, from Cape Town, would be Ugas. That's the guy I want to work with in Cape Town right now, because he's also behind the piano scene, but he's the guy that I want to work with. He's a genius for me. He's a machine. Yeah, understand?
Yeah, we had him on the party once. Yeah.
He's a machine. And then out of Cape Town, who do I want to work with?
Can you call it party?
No. That was Timen.
Yeah.
Timen, sorry.
Okay, Libel Kamelong, okay. That's
So,
conscious.
That's the guy. So out of Cape Town, so in the industry now, we're going to the industry. It's either my it would be Setrio or Daliwonga or Mass Music or Kabza. And then the guy who was the biggest star, he still is, but when I was studying, when I was still new in music, and then when I just started doing music, just boom, would be Casper.
Yeah.
Casper.
Yeah, Casper. Yeah, Casper is like the most wanted dude, by men. They love
Casper, man, there was a lot of influence back then when I was doing hip hop, so it's one of the guys I would like to work with when I get there. And then Kabza, because he's a musical genius. Daliwonga, the approach is perfect. Setrio, the vocal, yes. So those are the people I want to work with outside Cape Town. Otherwise, in Cape Town, also I would love to work with Bravo for Cape Town. I would love to work with Bravo. I would love. It doesn't matter whether we're doing hip hop or we're doing piano. I would love to work with Bravo.
He's a cool guy, man. He's a cool guy.
We chill.
He's a cool guy, man. I just love his image. So, lastly, before I let you leave, I have 3 last questions. They are more like a game in a way. Okay, so, sure. Question 1 is what not to say after you kiss. After you kissed someone, what not to say?
Well, you must not say what that girl said. Tolesmo said. That was some good shit.
Question 2. What not to say when someone has just undressed?
Hey, it's not a matter of what not to say, what not to do. What you? Don't do that.
Okay.
I don't think it's proper to say yo. Now imagine you just undressed and a person goes yo. Yeah. Me, I would dress, my guy. I would dress and bounce. I would dress and bounce. What does yo mean?
Many things, no?
Exactly.
It can be a compliment or not, depends. So, last question. How do you tell someone to go when you want to eat?
Except man. Mom's son to my. So basically that means skis man. I'm just gonna go to the shop. They're sending me to the shop.
Yeah.
So my nigga, I'm gonna see you later on.
Yeah,
My nigga, I'm gonna see you later on, man.
No.
Yeah. Yo, brah, yo, food. Yeah.
Food, ne?
Yeah. Yesterday I was entering this guy's house, ne? So
Yeah.
I was working with this Caesar M artist.
Yeah.
He's the next big thing.
Sure.
So as we were getting in, so I was like, who are you? It's IDK. Oh, wait. And I pushed the door. When I pushed, they were eating. This guy wanted to hide the food. I'm like, why, bruh? He said, my guy, I wanted to hide the food for a minute. And I didn't blame him. There was a lot of meat.
Yeah.
There was a lot of meat.
Yeah. Ne?
He said, I wanted to hide the food. This guy.
Yeah, ne? When it comes to food, friendship disappears for a minute there, ne?
See, last story to tell. So,
Yeah.
2 days back, if not 3, ne?
Yeah.
I think it was Saturday morning.
Yeah.
So my manager and my other friend, they come in my house. I just got myself food, ne?
Yeah.
So here's what happens. I got myself 3 slices of bread, ne?
Yeah.
And then there was meat. And then I'm not expecting any visitors, so I'm eating as slow as I can.
Yeah.
Doof. I'm like, who's there? Hear these guys. You could hear their voices. I'm like, hey, I'm in trouble now. Okay. So I'm like, okay, they're gonna see us. They're gonna be chilled about it. Not gonna want to eat.
Yeah.
These guys say, can we eat fit?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, take.
Yeah.
Yo, these niggas, they finished everything. I'm like,
Yeah.
I didn't eat the whole day after that. I
Yo.
was traumatized.
Yeah.
So I didn't know how to chase them, but always say you're going to the shop. But
Yeah,
for
it's
me,
the best one,
yeah. But for me, in my case, I couldn't say so because I'm already in my room, so the food still remains in my room.
Yeah, even if you go out, they're still gonna see the food. Ish, it was hectic, man, and ish, I'm so glad that you took the time, man, to come around and just have a conversation with us. And I think it's about time we should say thanks to our guest. We have glorified you today. Makwande man bra, yabo kawushaya kwenzeke man yabo. Otherwise, we as Loft Entertainment, we want to say please like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment for our guest, and make sure Kuba you tune in on the next one. We are out and we love you so much. Underdogs glorified, we have glorified IDK Lukhanyo.